It's been almost 5 months since we received the second trailer for the most anticipated video game of all time, and ever since that day, people haven't stopped doom posting that another delay was coming.
No! God, please, no!
I swear I've seen at least 5 comments every day saying that GTA 6 was getting delayed again, with some folks even saying that GTA 6 isn't real. In this video, I will take you on a journey to show you why exactly everyone is wrong and why Rockstar revealing a definitive date means that the game is finally arriving next May. But before we get into the topic of this video, please make sure to hit that like button and of course subscribe for a chance to win an RTX 7090 card once this channel reaches 10 million. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video, shall we? The first thing that I want to point out is Rockstar's usual marketing cycle. This is a studio that literally blue balls the entire community for years on end while dropping random clues that send the community into full-on schizo mode. If we, for instance, look at GTA 4's marketing cycle, we can see that the first trailer for the game dropped on March 29th in 2007, with it being slated for a release in the fourth quarter of 2007. Of course, in now classic Rockstar fashion, the game was delayed until April of 2008, with trailer 3 confirming the release date. Now, fast forward a few years to GTA 5, and we were in for one of the most anticipated GTA releases of all time. If you weren't around at that time, things were basically on par with the hype for GTA 6. Of course, the only difference was that we didn't have to wait 77 years for GTA 5 to be announced.
It's been 84 years.
Now, the first trailer for GTA 5 released on November 2nd, 2011, with a promised release date being spring of 2013, which we all of course know ended up being pushed back into fall of 2013. And at that time I remember thinking, well, I guess I will never see this game in my lifetime, will I? But on April 30th of 2013, they finally announced the actual release date of September 17th, and at that time I felt like I was dreaming, and the funniest part is I was only waiting for this a year and a half. Now imagine how we all felt having waited another 10 years for another GTA to be announced, only to get it spoiled by a random motherfucker online who shared it like this. Now, the same situation that happened with GTA 4 and 5 ended up happening with RDR 2, which ended up getting its first trailer released on the 20th of October 2016, promising us a fall of 2017 release date. But as always, in classic Rockstar fashion, they ended up delaying it to spring of 2018, revealing the delay with a trailer released on September 28, 2017.
Another one.
And all of this would really be fine and dandy if these motherfuckers actually stuck to this planned release date. But again, in classic Rockstar fashion, they released yet another trailer on May 2nd, 2018, finally confirming the actual release date of October 26th, 2018. Now you might ask yourself, what is the point of this little history lesson? Well, if you paid close attention, you might have realized that the pattern at play here is actually pretty simple. Yes, Rockstar does delay games during the early stages. They have done it for GTA 4, GTA 5, and they've done it for RDR 2. But the thing you need to understand is that those delays always happen before a final release date is made official. I mean, once these motherfuckers tell the world to mark the date, that is the one that they are going with. They usually don't miss it, and they don't move it for anyone, and it's basically as sure of a thing as Tylenol causing autism at this point, at least if we believe a brainworm-controlled man.
Serious?
And all of this brings us to the marketing cycle for GTA 6. Now, yes, this one is a bit scuffed as the original plans were definitely impacted by the leaks from 2022, which ended up prompting Rockstar to release a press statement acknowledging that the game's development is well underway. This was followed by the release of the official trailer, which ended up dropping on December 6, 2023, and promised a fall of 2025 release date. As we all know, and as we have seen from the previous patterns before, it was easy to know that this thing wasn't coming out in 2025. The main reason being that they again pulled the same type of move as with all their previous releases since GTA 4. I mean, if you see them put fall, spring, or summer at the end of the trailer, you most certainly can immediately say goodbye to that time frame, and you can expect the game to drop either 6 or 12 months after that. And yes, I know it's a tough wait, but at least we can all spend that time analyzing each frame of the new trailers while collectively losing our minds. Now, here's the thing with GTA 6. Unlike GTA 4, 5, or RDR 2, this game already has enormous hype to live up to and has been in some form of development for over 10 years. The game has already been shown to the world without their approval, and even in the early stages, it looked a lot more impressive than a lot of AAA titles today.
What the f is this piece of
So if they weren't close to finishing it, you better believe that they wouldn't have chosen such an interesting date for its anticipated release. May 26th, as previously covered in my Trailer 3 speculation video, is a date deeply connected to both the two protagonists, the setting, and even Rockstar themselves. And if you are someone who doesn't already know this, it's the date that Bonnie and Clyde's funeral was held, as well as the date that Tommy Vercetti ended up joining the Kingdom of Heaven. The initial planned release date of fall 2025 was never going to happen, at least if we looked at the previous marketing cycles and how Rockstar announced their potential release dates. But in the case of GTA 6, things were different, as the game had a huge hype to live up to, both because of the time frame between the release of GTA 5 and GTA 6's release date, as well as the monumental achievement that was RDR 2. All of these factors ended up creating both huge expectations as well as doubt around its potential release date. Now yes, I understand why, and I can sympathize with people who are afraid of it being delayed again, but please understand that the game has a definitive release date now, and in the case of Rockstar Games, that means that it's coming on May 26th, with pre-orders probably being opened up either in December or January. And if I had to guess, I would say that the pre-orders with maybe Trailer 3 are coming on December 18th, due to it being Ray Liotta's birthday. But of course, that's just me dealing out some hopium so we can survive the next 9 months without going into withdrawal. Now, a major thing that you have to take into consideration, and I've already mentioned previously, is the fact that this story will evidently be a lovers on the run story. With this in mind, the release date they put up makes even more sense, especially when you take into consideration the fact that even Jason Schreier initially reported that Rockstar was making a Bonnie and Clyde style story back in 2021. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Bonnie and Clyde and the story, there's a lot of media out there that you can consume to get familiar with how they operated, what they did, and what ultimately happened to them. And spoiler alert, it's not a nice sight to behold. Now, you might still ask yourself, what about the leaks of the internal issues, the hurdles, and the potential development problems that could cause another delay? If we look back, we can see that history tells us that once Rockstar locks in a final date, that's going to be the one. And yes, there might have been some internal issues, minor development problems, or hiccups related to certain story bits, but over the course of 25 years, Rockstar has always delivered on their promises.
Goddamn right.
Now yes, this might mean that the workforce might do some overtime in the final months in preparation for the release, if they already haven't started. But they will make sure that in the end, the game is out on May 26th. Now, could a potential freak accident, a world event, or catastrophic meteor strike delay it? Yeah. But outside of literal Armageddon, GTA 6 will be arriving in May of 2026. And honestly, if the world does end, Rockstar might still find a way to release it, just to prove us all wrong. Anyways, what do you guys think of another potential delay? Would you be able to wait until next October if it meant the game will feature more polish, more map content, side missions, and even potentially a PC port shortly after console release? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for taking time to watch this video, and a big thank you to all the 1,460 people that ended up subscribing. You folks are the best. A big thank you goes out as well to our first and returning member of the channel, Vicman Vallejo. Thank you. If you guys haven't already, please make sure to hit that like button and of course subscribe for a chance to win an RTX 7090 card once this channel reaches 10 million. Stay silly, keep patching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.